Alright, hello everybody. So welcome to our next lesson here. Today we're going to take a look at the relationship between government and corporations in the late 1800s. So our objectives and standards are to explain how the government took steps to block abuses of corporate power. And our standard there, take a look at that please. And our desired result. What policies did the government use to prevent the abuses by corporations? So, growing concerns. The expanding influence and control of corporations had many Americans concerned. People were obviously very upset with rising costs, low wages, and poor working conditions, so they soon looked to the government to take action. So, regulating business begins. In 1887, Congress created the Interstate Commerce Commission, or the ICC, and it was used to monitor railroad shipping rates. Remember that railroads were a big part of transportation industry during the time, and their rates were going up, and a lot of big business leaders had taken advantage of the railroads to charge more, so the government's going to look at that. Unfortunately, it could only monitor railroads that cross state lines. So it could monitor railroads that went from Pennsylvania to Ohio, but if the railroad was only in Pennsylvania between like Philadelphia and Pittsburgh, there was nothing the Interstate Commerce Commission could do. So that was a little bit of a problem. The ICC could also not make laws or control railroad transactions, but it was still the first federal agency, to monitor business practices. So, support from the Sherman Antitrust Act. The federal government also became involved in regulating trust as well. In 1890, the Senate passed the Sherman Antitrust Act, which outlawed any trust that operated in restraint of trade or commerce among the several states. So remember, interstate commerce, trying to control business between states, or people that were trying to take advantage of this. Now, the government stated that it had the right to regulate commerce, but the law was rarely enforced for about a decade. So again, government's trying, but not really doing all it should be. So balances. The limits on corporations and businesses were an attempt to create a fair environment for competition. So different kinds of legislation and regulation were used with both mixed costs and benefits. Sometimes it did more harm than good, basically. Overall, businesses and consumers were typically not happy with the actions of the government, and during the next 50 years, businesses, government, courts, and consumers struggled to find a balance between fair prices and wages, worker safety, and efficiency. Alright, so a little bit of a shorter lesson today, but our closure: what policies did the government use to prevent the abuses by corporations? Think about the Interstate Commerce Commission. What was their role? What were they trying to do? The Sherman Antitrust Act, what was the purpose of that? And what was the government trying to do to prevent abuses by these big corporations? Alright, I hope you have a great rest of your day or night, and I hope to talk to you all soon. Make sure you include this information in your weekly summary chart, and I will talk to you all later. Bye-bye.